With every match, a warrior is born. Step inside the ring. This is the Whip Podcast with your host, devastating Daryl Pace and Deshaun Whipdog Whipple.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition, a very special edition of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders Podcast, aka the Whip Show. This week is Northwest Championship Wrestling Week, NWCW. And I'm doing this special week, Monday through Friday. I'm interviewing superstars from this upcoming Winter Mania, December 17th at the Modern Skate and Surf Park in Royal Oak. I'm geeked up, so if you don't have your tickets yet, make sure you get your tickets now. All you got to do is go to the Facebook page, Northwest Championship Wrestling, and we'll get you all squared away. But today, it's a little cold in here, man. It's a little cold in here. And I'm going to be honest, I'm never really scared when I do these interviews. But right now, I got the man. I got the myth. I got the legend. I got the SoulTaker. SoulTaker, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing delightful. And yourself?
I guess I'm okay. Well, SoulTaker, I want to get right into it, man, because all right, calm down, Whip. This is going to be fine. SoulTaker, you know I respect you, man, but I got to ask you, we got Winter Mania coming up December 17th. That's less than, 12 days away, man. And you've been having a lot of problems in Northwest Championship Wrestling. I know you've been wrestling all over the world, but a couple of months ago, the family put you down, man. Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying, they did. They put you down. What do you say about that?
Well, I know you've seen everything. You was calling the action, and you've seen Chuck Cole's family put me down. His entire entourage put me down. But guess what? I'm slowly taking them out one by one. It started with Lamario Starr. He hasn't been seen in NWCW since I delivered a tombstone power driver to him. Then you got Maximilian, who I destroyed at Thanksgiving Thunder. Later on that night at Thanksgiving Thunder, I had an opportunity to be the number one contender to get my hands on one Chuck Cole. But apparently, D-Ray and his entourage of Rod Lee and JP Ono cost me my opportunity of getting my hands closer on Chuck Cole. But I gotta say this, there's a roadblock in my way that I gotta take care of at Winter Mania and one Superman Onyx.
Well, and I'm glad you brought him up, man, because you are going one-on-one with Superman Onyx. And SoulTaker, again, I know what you can do, but do you understand how big and strong Superman Onyx is?
Do you understand how big and strong the Demon of Fear, the SoulTaker is?
I do, man. But I've seen you, like I said, I've seen you put Lamario Starr down. I don't know if we will ever see him again in Northwest Championship Wrestling. 62,000 people saw the video of you putting Maximilian away. But again, SoulTaker, I have to ask you, Superman Onyx, are you sure you can get a man that big up for the tombstone and put him to that grave site you put everybody else away at?
Well, I can tell you this. It is impossible for me to get him up in the tombstone. Let's face reality. But far as choke slapping him and getting the victory, that's a big possibility. Superman Onyx wanted competition in NWCW. I answered because I wanted competition as well. But authorities in NWCW, like Glenn Berger and Pounder Patterson, ended up suspending him. Then at Thanksgiving Thunder, they came over across the street to the cemetery and told me that I got Superman Onyx 101. See, the authorities in NWCW keep putting roadblocks in my way. And what you do with roadblocks, you move them out the way, you take them down. And on Saturday, December 17th, the Demon of Fear, the SoulTaker, will put an end to one Superman Onyx.
I understand that, and I can't wait to see the match. And again, fans, don't miss your chance to get these tickets. You don't want to miss this clash of titans between Superman Onyx and the SoulTaker. But SoulTaker, I'm sorry. Before we get out of here, is there one last thing you want to say to the fans and directly to Superman Onyx?
I can just tell you this. They can follow all the SoulTaker adventures on Instagram at Evil SoulTaker. Look at all the souls that I took in over the past years. Superman Onyx will be no different. He may be big, bad, and strong, but I'm deadly, sadistic, and evil. I am known as the Demon of Fear. And when you deal with the SoulTaker, it doesn't matter if it's Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, Big Lives Matter. It's no souls matter.
Man. Well, with that being said, SoulTaker, thank you, man. Again, I'm glad. I know it just took a little of your time to come from the cemetery to do this podcast, so I do appreciate you. And to the fans out there, you heard what the man said. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be the biggest NWCW show of all time. Make sure you're there. The Modern Skate and Surf Park in Royal Oak. Northwest Championship Wrestling Winter Mania. Tickets are just $15, and you can get them for $5 less if you bring a toy or some type of donation. Fans, take care. Get your tickets now, and I will see you tomorrow for the next edition of the NWCW Winter Mania Special Wrestling Heroes and Insiders Podcast. I'm out of here.